Okay, you guys don't know this about me, but I spent $25,000 to make my first movie with my friends. And you guys can watch that today for free on Film Shortage. You guys, these are the friends I made my movie with.
Hi. It's Serena and Ethan.
Hi, baby, yes.
They're a married couple and they work together. They're the most amazing filmmakers. I wanted to get into the nitty gritty, the juicy stuff. How much money did we spend and how did we get that money?
Oh boy.
We spent about $25,000. And we got a portion of that from personal investors, like private investors. And then the other part was from our bank accounts.
Actually, a fair amount of the portion that we self-funded came from our wedding fund, which sounds probably nutso, but you know, it was the right move for us at the time. We needed to make this movie.
So you guys did postpone the wedding though?
That's right.
I still put a ring on it, so it's fine.
Originally, we wrote a role for you, right? We had initially intended for you to play one of the characters, and the timing didn't quite work out that way. But you ended up being our associate producer. You were absolutely invaluable when we were writing the script.
Yeah,
and
checking my Spanish.
Yeah, that's right, checking the Spanish. And you ran our casting process. You auditioned some of our key actors who have gone on to have these like incredible careers. So what was that like?
I know! It's amazing because as an actor, you get to see what's behind the casting process. You're like, oh, I get it. I get why people don't get cast right away because they come into the room and they're just not it. They don't have the energy or they don't have that it factor. As cringy as that might sound, it really does matter when you come into the audition room.
I think we were in Mexico at the time.
Yeah, we were in Mexico
and
City.
You were zooming us in, and I remember like relying so heavily on your judge of character and your ability to gauge the chemistry in the room. Like we had chemistry reads, right, between two of the characters, and we landed on Noam Shapiro and Brisa Covarrubias. And your presence in the room, Esther, allowed us to really like vibe out that chemistry and to make sure that they work together as beautifully as they do.
What did you just say to my wife?
You could tell they clicked right away.
All the good things that happened on set, there were many, many good things, but there were a couple of things that might have not gone well. Do you guys want to share that with us?
This wasn't something that went wrong. This is something that went absolutely insane on our set. We were shooting all the scenes in the car. We had a holding area in a park.
Oh,
and somehow this dude found his way onto the set. He was holding like a 3-foot-long shard of broken mirror. And just like walked up to our makeup artist and started talking to her.
Very casually. He was just holding it in his hand, having this like casual conversation.
But it's basically a machete. So I walk over and I'm like, hey, how can I help you? And he's like, you guys are famous, right? So famous. And I was like, you know what? We're not that cool. Nah. And then he got bored and went away.
People don't realize there's sometimes things you cannot control no matter what. If you're filming in a park, you're filming in a public area, there are people watching and they could be making noise. They could try to be in the frame. It's the production that needs to handle it. And I'm so glad that you guys just handle it in a way where nothing bad happened because that could have gone so wrong.
We had a shot that we only had one opportunity to get in camera. We call it a one take Johnny. We only had one take to get this pivotal key moment where the character that Ethan was playing basically obliterates a piece of furniture with a big giant sword.
I still own the sword.
We had one shot to get it, and I thought for sure, I was like, there's no way this is going to work. Why have we given ourselves only one take to do this? And somehow this brilliant actor that he is managed to not only get the shot, but get it even better than it had been in my imagination. Nobody got hurt
except for me.
You got hurt.
Because everyone was like hiding behind furniture at the location or like hiding behind things as I'm smashing this bookcase. And then at the end of the take, I realized there's like a piece of the bookcase just like in me.
Embedded in your arm.
Sometimes you take a few knocks for art, right?
Yeah, there's no scars.
What is the movie about?
It's basically about how anti-Semitism and conspiracy theories proliferate in the real world and harm people of all marginalized communities.
It examines a real truth that affects people and their real lives and their safety every day.
Yeah.
I am sure so many of you can relate to the fact that social media can be a very toxic environment, and I'm sure some of you have been bullied or something crazy has happened to you, because I get so many story times from you guys about the crazy ass things that happen to you on social media or a dating app or whatever it may be. So if you have a story, leave it in the comments because then I can make it into a story time. After hearing what the movie's about, how did you guys come to the decision of actually making it and why?
So we were on an international tour, like going around the world, having a great time. This was after we made our first film, Cash. So Cash gets in this amazing festival, and in between legs of the tour, we go to Los Angeles for the screening at the TLC Chinese Theater, like this amazing, really famous theater. And while we're doing the premiere, the Poway Synagogue shooting happens, like 2 hours away.
Not far away, yeah.
And we ended up winning that festival. Like, we won the Audience Choice Award. We won this big prize, this camera package.
When we were back on tour, not too long after that, maybe a week later, we got the email about how to retrieve that prize, how to get that camera package. And I said to him, I was like, this feels like a sign from the universe that we're supposed to keep doing this, that we have to make another movie.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, as long as I live, I said, what do you want to make this movie about? And he said, I want to make a movie about hate. And that was it. That was the seed of where this movie came from.
And then we went on like 4 months of super in-depth research, like infiltrating these spaces online and like pretending to be a member of them. And a lot of the stuff you see.
You did that?
The film is like filled with memes from all these crazy places like 4chan and Gab and Vote and all these places.
Oh my God.
I can't wait for you guys to see this movie.
We knew that it was absolutely essential to be able to tell this story truthfully and to have an informed perspective.
The amount of love and work and dedication and research we put into this, I know that you guys are going to love it. So come support small production companies. This is what matters. And this is the type of thing that makes a difference in our world. And it's important to consume information and entertainment that is valuable and that will help you, because I guarantee you by the time you're done watching this film, you're going to have a little bit more insight. This is perfect timing because everyone watching this video can now watch this movie for free. And all you have to do is click the link in my bio. We're gonna gift you guys in the audience today an Amazon gift card. Go watch the movie, come back into the comments, let us know which was your favorite scene, and let us know that you watched it. All right, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you.
And thank you, Esther. We love you.
Self-Care Sister out.